The people of Malaysia love football, but they're not very good at it. 132nd in the FIFA World Rankings. But today that changes. Malaysian football will face a revolution, and it will all begin at Malaysian-owned Cardiff City. I'm taking over at Cardiff City, owned by Malaysian businessman Vincent Tan. And at this Welsh club, I will make Malaysian football the greatest. But our task isn't going to be easy. There is only one player in the entire game that is from Malaysia. This challenge will take part in a number of phases. Phase 1 begins this season, Season 1, as we have to find a crop of young Malaysian talent. Please tell me there's going to be one on our youth academy. We've got a bunch of Nigerians and Englishmen, but no Malaysians. Our initial youth scout isn't too bad, 3-star, 4-star, but I'm trying to get 5 stars all over the park. We got 4-star, 5-star here. That works for me to start with. Jackson Perkins is going to be our first scout. And you bet your ass I'm sending him to Malaysia here. 9 months, I want to find just every player possible. Starting off here, going for a centre back, going for a centre midfielder, going for a striker, and going for midfielders. Let's pray that we can find some decent players. 11 players at least, please. I am going to bring in the only Malaysian player in the game, Lukman. Look, man, I don't expect you to get any game time, but I felt like it wouldn't be right if I didn't bring in Lukman Hakim. But yeah, this Cardiff City side is not bad. He's like the 7th choice striker at the moment. This was more a formality more than anything. I'm putting my investments into basically anybody else. But we need to make sure the first few seasons of this, we are on top of everything. I'm getting as many 5-star scouts in to our coaching systems. I'm giving us every possible opportunity to succeed here. Our first scouting report has come in here from Malaysia. This looks like it is going to be a bit of a slog. We found some okay prospects here, but man, I need a 5-star scout as quickly as possible. I'll let you guys know when and mostly if we find somebody decent. But to be honest, this year is just about giving anybody that looks half decent a chance and trying to find 11 diamonds in the rough. But I'm letting these lads fend for themselves this year. Honestly, I do not want us to get promoted to the Premier League. I would prefer if we got relegated down to League One, just because I know next year is going to be a slog. Next year, we're giving all of the possible youth academy kids a shot, and I feel like that's going to result in a lot of losses if we stay in the championship, even more if we miraculously get promoted to the Prem. Get us down to League One. Things are likely going to get worse before they get better. We're here in November, and I found the first guy that I'm genuinely excited about, Barack Wong. 1.3 million pound valuation, 65 to 89 potential, 57 to 77 overall. This kid could be anything. Unfortunately, though, a lot of the others are... I was just about to say a lot of the others are absolutely shocking in these scouting reports, but we found another half-decent player, Saul Al-Ajlani, centre defensive midfielder. Get him in the academy. We have finally found ourselves, though, a 5-star scout. I'm tempted to bring back Perkins's scouting report. I think I might go a couple more months and then get Muir looking for a goalkeeper. Our academy is looking pretty decent at the moment. I have found some quality players, some that I think could be good to get into the squad next season, some that are going to take a few years to develop, but we've got a nice variety of players. So I think the next step, we're going to sack Perkins here, and I'm immediately getting Muir to a goalkeeper spot. It's going to be a 3-month sprint. He's going for a goalkeeper. Let's make it happen, fellas. Let's find somebody. Let's find a beast in the next 3 months. But I've gone to promote a goalkeeper to the squad and realized that our youth academy is entirely full. It kind of works out, though, because we are here in January. So honestly, what I'm going to start doing, I'm going to promote every single 17-year-old to the senior team, try getting them loan moves this year. Some of them might even find their way into the starting 11. I mean, some of these centre backs are actually, we've really found some good talents when it comes to the centre back role. But that now leaves us with 7 players in our youth academy, room to add some goalkeepers. We've found ourselves 6 goalkeepers, though, on the 3-month expedition. There's a few long-term options that I like. Ibrahim looks like an absolute stud. Short-term, though, I'm not pumped about it. These guys will have to battle it out for the starting goalkeeper spot next season, though. My plan, though, is just to continue scouting positions, especially where we haven't found players that I'm really pumped about. Just continue to try filling voids as players come through. Muir's going back to Malaysia for the next 3 months. We finished 17th, though, in our first season with Cardiff City. I was kind of hoping we got relegated, but it is what it is. I'm going to have to do a massive clean out next season. Like, essentially every position we can swap with a Malaysian, I'm going to be selling that type of player. We're going to be letting 5 players go at the end of the season. I could have re-signed guys like a Tete and tried selling them on for £1.5 million next season, but we really don't need the money. We need like £8 million million a season to get by and continue scouting and continue hiring coaches. So I'm not too worried about the prices I can sell players for. Let the real fun begin, though, in season number 2. All right, so season 2 is here, and this is what our current Cardiff City Malaysian lineup is looking like. Still some gaps to fill, but for the most part, I've got our highest rated players in certain positions into the club. A few that I want to loan out, a lot of players to sell. But I'm going to be focusing this first half of the season trying to find some attacking midfielders. We've done so well, which I feel like is normally not the case, but we've found so many good centre backs, no good attackers really. So we'll cross our fingers and see what Muir can do for the next 6 months in Malaysia. But I'm absolutely about to nuke this club. If you're a top player, not from Malaysia, I'm sorry, but you're probably getting sold. Callum Chambers is the first of many. Don't worry, lads, I'm not going to show you every single departure. This would be an hour and a half long video otherwise. I'm absolutely open to loaning out a bunch of our Malaysian guys though. So curious to see what this team is looking like in 3 or 4 years' time. Barak Zaman heading to Argentina as well. And I will be checking the database every year to see if any Malaysian players slip through the cracks. Right now though, there is nobody to pick up. We got it done, lads. Just about everybody that I wanted has been sold. I also found us 2 attacking midfielders here, Ibrahim Tawfiq and Ahmed Fahim. Both of these guys, I mean, Tawfiq looks half decent, Fahim probably not, but I think it's good to just get players in now. And if we find somebody better on our scouting expedition, I can slide them right in. But yeah, this is what our team now looks like. I'm not going to lie, it's not as weak as I initially expected. I thought we were going to be low 60s everywhere, but to have a lot of players in the mid to high 60s, pushing hopefully on the 70s this year, could be phenomenal. Curious though, whether we're able to survive relegation in the championship with Cardiff City. But when it comes to our scouting expeditions, I'm going to continue on the attacking midfield role for the next 6 months and then spend the next 6 months of the year just going all over the shop. Yep, we're in the relegation battle. 1st of January, we sit 19th right now with Cardiff. We're on 27 points, Blackburn on 25. Luckily, Rotherham and Derby are doing absolutely shocking with 14 and 12 respectively. I'm not going to be the maddest man in the world though, regardless of what happens this year, to be totally honest. If we get relegated, it means we get a great opportunity to hopefully walk the league and get some dynamic player potential next year. If we stay up in the championship, then that's a gutsy effort and we're probably not as bad as we think. I'm just trying to see green grass on either side. We have found a guy though in our youth academy. His potential has gone down slightly, but his name is Muhammad Ali, which would be crazy if we made a great sportsman called Muhammad Ali. Again, though, just like I'm going to do this every single transfer window, every 17-year-old is going to get promoted to the senior team and either put into the starting 11, like Al Anezi might go straight into the starting attacking midfield role. No, he's definitely not, because Bat's going in there. But all the other guys, I will look for loan moves. I'm recalling Lewis Muir though, and I'm going to get him straight back up when I can, looking for any position right now. I'm happy with the core we have. Let's see if we can just keep building on it. But I've finally been able to convert Wong to a right midfielder here, and Iqbal, I'm converting him to a left winger with a goal of making him eventually a left midfielder. Could get Wong up to a 70 though by the end of the season, which would be brilliant. 13 weeks to turn Ahmad Iqbal though to a left midfielder. All right, we've stayed up. We've stayed up here at the end of season 2. I'm surprised by that. I'm not mad about it though. 6 points clear of Huddersfield, who go down alongside Derby County and Rotherham. I don't think we're going to be at this end of the table for a hot minute, but Nottingham Forest have won the EFL Championship, 4th round exit in the FA Cup, and a 1st round exit to Chesterfield in the Carabao Cup. The silver lining on this season, oh my God. Our striker Lim he's single-handedly carried us this year. 31 goals. 31 goals for the striker. He is going to have insane potential, surely. That is going to help his dynamic player potential so damn much. I almost wish we had been relegated so he could get like 50 goals in League One. And we've got a few players into the 70s now, mostly all defenders. Hakeem, Hawass, and Jabba. And then we've got Barak Wong in the right midfield position going to a 70 with the special something tag. You love to see that. I am letting a few of our non-Malaysian players expire though at the end of the season. Aaron Ramsey, he's retiring. I would have been letting him go regardless though. The lads off on loan though, getting some nice growth from them as well. So watch this space when it comes to them. Al Ayani to a 67. All in all though, I'm happy with season 2. It's that time of the year though, get everybody in, and I've got to say, Ifram Hilal looks like an absolute beast of a striker. We have got options when it comes to the striker role. I'm promoting all these guys, trying to get loan moves for them, but I'm going to be keeping a special eye on Hilal. I will say I am very surprised by how balanced our overall squad is early on here. We have depth and we have options in just about every area of the park. The one that you might have noticed as I've scrolled through, though, is our left midfield and our right midfield positions. So as always, I'm heading to Southeast Asia, I'm heading to Malaysia, and I'm trying to plug the role here of left midfield. I'm going to do left midfield, left wing, right midfield. Honestly, focus on those this season. And I think after that, we might genuinely be in a position where we don't have to focus in and hone in on a specific position ever again, which I'm genuinely pumped with and did not expect. And there's still no Malaysians in the database. But there are 520,000 of you subscribed to the channel. We're trying to get it to 600,000 this year. So if you guys are watching the video, you enjoy the video, and you aren't already subscribed, go ahead, do us a favor, scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. I appreciate it. So we got our loans sorted, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is how we enter season number 3. Our whole back line into the 70s, Wong into the 70s. I want this whole team, man, into the 70s by the end of the season. Otherwise, I might have to get the guys that go into the 70s that are out on loan to take their spots. I feel like our relegation days are completely over, though. I think now we can genuinely think, probably not this year, but I think if we can get the development growing, get the dynamic player potential going, I think the Premier League isn't all that far away for Cardiff City's Malaysian core. But we'll see come January 1st. And we'll also see if we can get ourselves a left midfielder or a right midfielder that is worth talking about. All right, 17th in the championship. Yeah, this growth up the table isn't going as rapidly as I expected. I mean, it is an improvement, but we're only 4 points out of the relegation zone. All right, we need to focus up here. We might actually go down to League One. I have found a few decent left midfielders, right midfielders, all that jazz, but the one I'm most excited about is this guy right here, Mirza Ibrahim, getting him right into the squad here in January. Look to get a loan for him as well. Death, taxes, and me promoting all the 17-year-olds. But I will say in these type of videos, sometimes I do feel quite helpless when I'm in a relegation battle and I can't go and buy somebody and make a strategic decision that's going to help us in 6 months. I need to be thinking what's going to help us in 4, 5, 6 seasons from now. Also, I've just realized that goalkeeper we brought in, Okad Taufik, is 6'9", almost 200 pounds. This brother needs to be in the NBA, not in between the goals. And I mean, with the green hair, he's giving more Jeremy Sochan from the San Antonio Spurs vibes than anything. Getting some loan deals sorted, though, for the guys we just promoted. Ibrahim heads on a short loan to Coventry. Taufik heads to Middlesbrough for 2 seasons. And Jethro Fahim heads to the mighty FC Cincinnati. Oh my God. This challenge, this rebuild almost took a horrible turn. We finish in a worse position than we did last year. 3 points in the safety zone. We are in the safety zone, but I thought we could push for a top half of the table finish this year, man. What is our squad looking like right now? The lads aren't happy, but they're growing. Our backline are almost gold ultimate team cards. Hakeem stops at a 71, Wong up to a 72. I get that this isn't the best team in the world, and it's kind of sad to see some of the guys starting to fall off. I'm going to have some decisions to make next year, but I did not think this team was bad enough to be in a relegation battle again. Lim gets 20 goals. It's a good year. Not as great as last year, but still, it's a really solid year. 15 for Wong, 13 for Jabba. So some of the guys that are doing well are doing well. Ibrahim up to a 69 already. We got some guys that are growing quite nicely. Hilal to a 70. Fahim to a 67, Alanezi to a 70. So we're going to have players coming back next year that are going to be in a great spot. Halal, oh my God, Ephraim Halal goes up to a 72. I think he's on a 2-year loan. I could genuinely see myself bringing him back next year to take over from Lim, but Lim's already got himself some goals. I think I might leave next year as a battle for these two. Halal on loan, Lim at the club. Taufik came up to a 68, so Hakeem's going to keep his spot. I don't know, man. We've got some big questions to ask next season. But most importantly, we need to make sure we are not in a relegation battle again. This video might take me a decade. I will say, as we start season 4, I'm not opposed to selling some players. This Bat fella came to us, submitted a transfer request. I'm going to listen to options for him. I'm going to listen to offers. We've got so many good players, especially at the attacking midfield role. Why not try to sell him, see if he can spread his wings somewhere else? And if he becomes a superstar, I can always buy him back. So yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. In a sea of loan offers, Bat has been sold to Plymouth Argyle. And that now officially means that he is the only Malaysian player on the database I'll keep an eye on him. 67 rated right now. Curious to see what he's at in a few years' time. He does have 4-star 4-star skill moves, 5-star potential. So I'll watch out. Hopefully we can rebuy him eventually. Among the million different transfers that I've made this year, loans, this is the one I'm most excited about. A young right back who has insane potential. 2 years in the Saudi League for Saeed. I cannot wait to see what he is when he comes back. Right now, 17 years of age, 66 overall. Hoping that on the 2 years in the Saudi League, he can get himself well into the 70s. This year needs to be different though with our Malaysian Cardiff City side. I cannot deal with another year in the relegation zone. We've built the foundations here. We've got the pieces moving. Everything should be going according to plan, but can we deliver on the pitch? Oh my God, 19th right now. 19th. I would have rather just got bloody relegated so we could at least get some type of dynamic player potential. This has been one of the hardest challenges I've ever had to do. If we started off in League 2, we'd probably be in the Premier League by now because we would have had the opportunity to just cakewalk the league. But starting with Cardiff has made it so that we are just sitting in the relegation battle every single season. It's at the point where I'm probably going to have a personal vendetta against Malaysia by the end of this damn video. I'm going crazy. 19th year. I wish in just season 1 we would have just got relegated. I wish we would have just gone down to League 1. Instead, we're kind of sitting in the no man's zone. I mean, we weren't even close to the playoffs. And Lim's kind of fallen off. Like, he went from 30 to 20 to now 16. Jaber, like, at least there are some bright spots that are keeping me alive here. Mamet Jaber goes up to a 76 overall. The centre-back Lim is 77, but, okay, I'm feeling a little bit better now. Hilal coming back next year is 77. Saeed is also 77 overall. I honestly might return him from his loan and figure out a formation to fit him in. Can I convert him to a right midfielder, to a centre back? Where is he going to fit in? Or am I going to have to go to a 4 at the back? But that being said, we need to probably keep 3 backs, like 3 centre backs. George Hawass is a 76. Davud Jaber is also 76. Mamet Jaber, the Jaber brothers, absolutely killing it. There are bright spots. There is hope. But I'm absolutely losing my brain. And honestly, we do have a few guys here that I haven't been able to get loan moves for. I'm going to let their contracts expire and see if them going to other clubs rather, not other countries, but if them going to other clubs can re-spark their career and maybe give us an option down the line. But there is no doubt that turning Malaysian football into a juggernaut is going a lot harder than I expected. We are a long, long way away from winning a Premier League title with this side. All right, Mahmoud Safiq Saeed is coming back here. I'm bringing him back from loan. I'm hoping he can go up slightly. No, he stays, but he has potential to be special. What's his best position? Left back, obviously, 162 weeks. It doesn't even give us the option for a center back. Shit, man, I might have to move to a 4-back formation, but I don't have. Can any of my centre backs go to left back? 206 weeks for Lim, 700 for Hakeem, 468 for Hawass, 483 for... Oh, wait, we're done for. Oh, God, man. Do I try looking for a left back? Do I just go centre midfield? Oh, this is actually cooked, man. Do I just loan him out again and try to figure it out? If I put him in it's only -5, but that's also... Oh, my God, Jared. I should have... All right, I might just have to go and send him out on loan again and try finding ourselves a left back. Mahmoud Safiq Saeed, I'm throwing on the loan list again. Although Ibrahim, he's only 66 rated though. I did let a few guys walk, of course, at the end of last year. Ibrahim was a left back I let walk, only 66 rated though. Noah Bat only staying at a 67, but I think I could get somebody higher rated from the jump. And yep, for the next 9 months, I am focusing exclusively on left backs. Surely we have to find somebody that can come in and help us next season. Oh my, and Man City are the club that wants Saeed. I want somebody, I should have just kept him in the Saudi team. I'm a fool. I figured there was probably more chance of him getting game time at Tottenham than there was Man City. This will be interesting. If I sabotage his career, I'm not sure I'll ever recover from that. But this is how we look coming into this season. I've got Hilal into the starting 11 right now, and I'm hoping he can absolutely light it up. Surely, man. We got players that could be playing in the Premier League right now. If we finish 19th or in that range again, they're going to have I'm losing my mind. By the time you're watching this and hearing these words spoken, I've likely passed this pain in life, but say a quick prayer for your boy. Malaysian football, You're sending me to some dark places. We're here in January. I've found a few players, but one of them I'm bringing straight into the squad. Ahmed Hussein, left back. I mean, he can play a lot of positions right there. I'm promoting him to the senior team. I want to get him a loan move. If he can get at least to the 70s, he's just so far behind though, man. I'm so mad I didn't push harder for a left back earlier. I did not expect our right back to be so damn good. But if I can get a 6-month loan move for Hussein, we might be on. He has the exciting prospect tag. That's a good start. Saeed has gone up to a 78 though, which is brilliant. Why am I getting so many clubs coming in trying to buy him? I don't want you to buy him. I want to loan him. Oh, there we go, fellas. It finally happened. We got the loan move for Hussein, heading to Argentina for the next 6 months. Also, Taufik came back from his loan move, so I'm throwing him into the starting goalkeeper spot. Higher rated and younger than Hakeem. Oh my God, I could cry. I could actually cry. We've missed out on an automatic promotion to the Premier League, but we are out of the relegation battle and we are into the playoffs. I cannot tell you guys how down I've been getting in this video. This has been such a grind. We're 4th in the championship, and I'm not going to lie, I am praying. I am on my hands and knees, praying to a higher power that we win the playoffs. Ipswich and Luton Town go up, and in the relegation zone, it is going to be Sheffield Wednesday, Oxford United, and Blackpool. Arsenal win the FA Cup. Arsenal win the Carabao Cup. We take down Millwall 3-0 in the semi-final. We are off to Wembley, lads. We're taking on Burnley. Oh my God, please, 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 please. We're going up. We are going up to the Premier League with the Malaysian-only Cardiff City side. This is absolutely spectacular. I am so damn relieved. So damn relieved. I did not think this day was ever going to come. Mamet Jaber up to an 81 overall. Gets himself 32 cold contributions. Oh my God. He is about to be an absolute beast. Hilal to an 80 overall, which is what you love to see getting into the Premier League. Barak Wong to a 76. Things are on the up, fellas. Things are on the up. Saeed goes up to an 80. Beautiful. 80 as well. 79, 80. How about our left back? Up to a 70. Not the worst growth in the world, to be totally honest. I honestly might push to a 5-back formation next year because we're going to need these high-rated guys. But you look at our highest-rated players, surely we have to... If I expect it to, we're not going to win the damn Premier League next year, but I'm hopeful that we're going to get to avoid the relegation battle. We will be saying goodbye, though, to the attacking midfielder, Ibrahim Jaber, joining free agency. I hope to see you again one day, but my expectations are not that high, my friend. Bring on life back in the Premier League, though, with the Malaysian Cardiff City side. I'm so happy. When it comes to recruitment from here on in, though, I'm just going to be scouting different positions every year, and I'm only taking on the creme de la creme. There are positions like left back, like left mid, where I could, like center mid, where I could take some real priority, but for the most part, I'm happy with the foundations we have laid. You're only getting into my youth academy if you're a world beater. But as we get ready for the Premier League, I have moved to a 5 at the back formation. I'm currently in the process of converting Taufik into a left midfielder. Only going to take 2 weeks for that. Hussein comes into the starting 11. Saeed in there as well. Our backline is so strong. Halal, we're weak in the midfield, which is why I'm scouting for center midfielders. This season could truly go any direction. To be totally honest though, I do not want to go back to the championship. I wouldn't be mad, but somehow I'm not expecting us to meet our objective of winning the Premier League title this season though. If that happens though in our first year in the Premier League, I'm going to be a very happy guy. All right, fellas, it's the 1st of January and we are definitely in the relegation battle here. Luckily for us, a win puts us up to 14th, but this could go either way. Smack bang in this relegation battle. And honestly, fellas, 6 months of trying to find a player in the youth academy, I'm only excited about one guy, Nu Wong. We've got the Wong brothers here. One's a center midfielder, one's a left midfielder. Nu has better potential. Ahmad is better right now. I'm bringing both of them into the senior team. I'm going to get them alone here, but I'm definitely hoping we can get the other Wong, the left Nu Wong, up to the 94 potential. Again, though, as I've said in the past, that does not help our current situation at all. Nor will any of the other Malaysian guys I let go help at all. I mean, Barak Zaman maybe could bring him in as a backup down the line. But yeah, Noah Bat, he has had an absolute stinker since he left us for Plymouth. Oh my God, man. We're going back. Oh, we're going back. Oh, we finished equal last in the Premier League. 26 points. We're going back to the championship. I went to the bathroom when I was simulating through the calendar and I started to notice grey hairs popping up. This video is aging me rapidly. Back to the championship with Cardiff, man. That is, oh my God, who won the Prem? I don't even care. Man City, yeah, of course they did. Quite hilariously, we made it to the FA Cup semi-final. Imagine if we were playing in the Europa League after winning an FA Cup, but we're also playing in the championship, Wigan style. Hilal, I feel so bad for you, man. This kid, in every sense of the word, so many players in our side are wonder kids. 21 years of age, 84 overall for Hilal and Yeba. And now instead of them going to the Champions League where they probably should be, we're going back down to the championship. I want us to absolutely walk the league next year. I want Hilal, Yeba, all these guys to be in the high 80s. And I want us competing for a Premier League title the year after that. Hussein goes up to a 73. Plus 3 growth is decent. 82, 82, 82. What about our right back? Oh, he's 82, sorry. The young fella's not coming together though, man. We've got such a mismatch of a squad right now. Not often am I left speechless in a video, but right now, I'm getting close to it. Mate, if we don't absolutely shit on the league this year, shit on the championship this year, I'm gonna be out of answers. This team is ridiculous. I think we should be breaking the record for the best year in the championship. How we got relegated with this team, I know Hussein is lower rated, Hilal's lower rated. I know we have some weak spots, but with this many players in the 80s, I don't know how things went so awry. I need the Malaysian Cardiff City side back in the Premier League next year. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm getting right to the end of the season. I'm working my magic during it. But next time you guys see me, if we're not top of the championship, I might be out that window. We lost 5 games all year. 17 draws. 17 draws that we finished 4th, and we're going to have to go through the playoffs again if we want to get ourselves to the Premier League. This video, look at that, 112 points, and Leicester lost 1 game. What is going on in this video? Dude, we lost the FA Cup final as well. I am just dumbfounded. We have absolutely smoked Middlesbrough though in the semi-final, 6-0. So we're back to Wembley. We've won a playoff final already in this video. We're taking on Luton Town, and we are back in the Premier League, baby. 4-1. Come on. I genuinely think we can, if we made an FA Cup final, I genuinely think we can go for a Premier League title next year. What is the side looking like? I mean, Jaba is 88 rated. What are we talking about? He got himself 47 goal contributions. Hilal is 87. Wong's in the 80s now. Our team is crazy. Our team is... Hussein's up to a 77. That is beautiful. Our team is genuinely insane right now. 85 rated centre-backs. We've got some players that will not be joining us next year, but to be fair, I do not care at this point. These guys are not good enough for what we have going on. We're going into Season 8. I'll show you guys what the team looks like. I want us going for everything this year. This video... I don't think I've made a video like it. It's unique, I'll tell you that much. All right, lads, as we enter season number 8 with the Malaysian Cardiff City side, our goal of winning a Premier League title, I genuinely think, is achievable here. 85 rated defenders, 83 rated goalkeeper, 86 right back, 88, 87. Yes, Hilal, Hussein, Wong, and Taufik are lagging a little behind. But my God, man, if we are not going to be in the relegation battle. If we are in the relegation battle, I was going to say something outrageous. I'm not even going to say that. I just want progress. Our youth academy isn't producing that insane talents. I'm trying to blood players, but it's just, we need to focus on the team we have now. We're in the mix, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the mix. 1st of January, we've got past our relegation woes. We currently sit 5th in the Premier League with Cardiff City, 12 points behind Arsenal. So it is going to take a monster second half of the year if we want to win a Premier League title. But it is good to see that essentially our entire starting 11 now are in the 80s. Hussein should be there by the end of the year. Hilal, I'm hoping, is going to be there. It's so funny. I'm like so thrown off because our striker Hilal, Yeba, these guys are growing so nice that I'm like, oh yeah, Hilal's not that great of a prospect. He's 79 overall at 22 years of age. He's still a beast. Most of the players in our squad I would think are a kind of career mode beast still at this point. A bit of a blow here in January though. I couldn't get contracts sorted for Sal Al-Ajlani and for Barak Chong. So Chong will be joining Genk next season and Al-Yani is going to be joining Charlotte FC. Honestly though, might try bringing them back on permanent transfers next year if we don't win the Premier League. I need to stop the simulation here though, because I was watching the simulation go through and we were stacking up the wins. I wanted to check how we were sitting, and with 4 games to go, we're now in the title race. We are 6 points behind Arsenal. It's still going to take a massive... We have to basically be perfect if we want to win the Premier League title here, but I want you guys to come along for the ride. Unfortunately, we don't get an opportunity to verse Arsenal, but we have Fulham, Villa, Leeds and Brighton. If we consider ourselves potential champions, I think we can definitely go undefeated here. Meanwhile, Arsenal have Brighton, West Ham United, Chelsea, and on the final day of the season, Everton. Okay, Chelsea, I'm going to need you to do a massive favour for us there. First things first, away at the Cottage against my favourite club, Fulham. Here we go. I only want us to take them down this time, and of course we lose. And it's the Welshman, Harris. Oh my God. And Arsenal won. All right, great. I think that's us basically done. If Arsenal win or we drop points, then we will be out of the title race, which would be crazy anticlimactic. What the fuck? Oh my God, I should have never stopped. I should have just let the calendar do its thing. We lost 4-1 to Villa. Are you taking the piss? All right, yeah. Sorry to interrupt, guys. We're not winning the Premier League this year. And Arsenal won 4-2. Over. So we ended up beating Leeds and drawing with Brighton to end a horrible May. And that means we ended up finishing 4th in the Premier League, 12 points behind Arsenal. What an anticlimax. Ephraim Halal to an 89. Is he officially the greatest player in Malaysian football history? I mean, all of the guys in our squad, Jaber's 90 rated. He's probably the greatest player in Malaysian football at this point. But essentially, every guy that I've brought into the youth academy, every guy that's made our starting 11 would be the greatest 11 players in Malaysian football history, which is hilarious. But still, our goal of a Premier League title eludes us. Onto season number 9 we go. I mean, if they had the Malaysian national team in FC 25 career mode, we'd be gearing up for the 2034 World Cup. My God. I've gone looking through the database here. Of course, we've got Chong and Al-Yani, who are the guys that we lost last season. Bat's still 67, but yeah, we lost Fahim as well, which is frustrating. Can I go in for these guys or am I blocked? All right, I might go in for them, honestly. You know what? I'm actually going to decide against that. Give them a full year at their new clubs. Get them some game time. See if they can get their growth kicking on once again. Because especially at those positions we lost, attacking midfield and defensive midfield, we have got cover, especially attacking midfield. We've got players that are higher rated in here. We've got enough. All right, I'm actually fine with this. Let's develop the guys we do have. But whereas last year I was hopeful that the guys would all be into the 80s, I mean, I want some guys to get to the 90s now. Hawass, Lim, Hilal, get to the 90s, lads. Even Saeed. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing sunlight. This video is taking so long, but I want a damn Premier League title this year for Malaysia. The 1st of January, and we are 2nd in the Premier League to Fulham. Oh, if this was real life, I would be on cloud 9. But Fulham, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I don't want you winning a Premier League title right now. We just need to keep getting victories here in the second half of the season. City and Liverpool breathing down our necks. This one's going to come down to the wire. Fulham shat the bed. We've won it. We've won it. We've won the Premier League using only Malaysian players. 8 points clear of Manchester City. This has been one of the most draining videos of the year. Oh my God. We also won ourselves an FA Cup. We needed that, man. I feel like we got so close throughout this video. And Ephraim Halal, you, my friend, are an absolute god. Lads, if you enjoyed what I would describe as a chaotic video, I appreciate if you made it to this point. Leave a like, click here to subscribe, and click here to check out another video.